how about life on Rocky Top? The Tennessee Volunteers have an over-under win total at FanDuel Sportsbook of 8.5. Over at plus 118, under at minus 144. No one is bigger than the Power T. Bud, are we in? Are we out?
We're not betting out, but we are out for show purposes.
Okay.
I'm not a real big fan of Joey Aguilar. I don't truly disagree with what Heupel did to tell Nico enough's enough. But decisions have consequences, and I do think that they are worse off trading Nico for Joey Aguilar. You also are going to start a freshman left tackle who's a freak in Henderson. But Sanders. I don't know I said Henderson, excuse me. But that has consequences too. That's growing pains, much like with Oklahoma, right? If they start Fasusi, that's a pretty big deal there in Norman. I don't know that I love their receivers, to be honest. I want to see some people stepping up. The Boo Carter thing, I'm not really basing this pick on that, but I'm not sure that everybody's rowing the boat in the right direction. And I don't think they have quite as much depth on defense. Like last year, that team came at you in waves. And this year, I think people realized it, there are teams who plucked away some key pieces from that defense. So I'm going to go under here very slightly. If you look at the schedule too, there's some, it looks easy overall, but there are some tricky spots here. If you're merely a top 25 level team and Kentucky hasn't quit, going to Kentucky the week after you go to Alabama, maybe that's the game that Mark Stoops comes and gets you. And then Oklahoma right after that, that's a tough little 3-game stretch. It's one of the easier SEC schedules, but I don't know, man. I'm very slightly under here.
Rocky Top, you'll always be plus 114. Yeah, give me that over at plus money. This is still a talented roster, and this is a schedule where the challenging road trips, Alabama and Florida, sure. But what about the Kentucky and the Mississippi State and everything else you get in front of the checkerboard, the stripes out, however you want to set it up? You got the Vol Navy in the house. I am definitely betting the schedule more than I am betting on Joey Aguilar, but I think that there has to be some confidence within this Tennessee program that the standard that has been set under Josh Heupel is that they should be able to go out there with what they've built up against the schedule and go win 9 games. So I like this. I see 9-3, and I think that it is favorable that they get so many of the important coin flip games that they do get them at home.
Danny?
I am on the under. I loved Josh Heupel that he took the stand. I was really hoping Joey Aguilar could play better than Nico at UCLA this season, comparatively, because they're going to get compared all season long. Where's the leadership come from on this team?
That's vibes. Yeah, that's fair.
No Dylan Sampson, who was such a key part of that offense, being able to run the football. I think this, and then also throw in the mix that if the quarterback play struggles, all those good vibes running through the tee, you get fans might start booing a little bit. I think the vibes could turn south. I had them at 8-4, so it's not like I'm saying they're going to collapse. I'm under the total. I think 7 and 5's in play too, if it does get really bad at quarterback.
The only thing is, isn't it the leadership council that's calling out Boo Carter for what he's doing?
Yes.
Maybe there is some leadership there.
Yeah.
You guys honestly think that after what they did to my boy Nico, I was going to come on here and tell you that Tennessee is going over? No. I think that the schedule provides a high enough floor to where I don't think the bottom can drop out. I think the way that this offense is designed to work, you can spackle some Joey Aguilar enough to get enough points to beat most of the teams on these schedules. It's just, I don't think this team is going to be near the kind of playoff caliber squad that we saw last year or have seen in recent years. I think there's a clear divide for me between the best teams in the SEC and Tennessee. So I am under. I think 8-4 is far more likely than 9-3, but I think 9-3 is as likely as 7-5.
Tennessee and Oklahoma play each other. And that game obviously is huge for both of their win totals. And it also is two teams that I think are very, very close, but Oklahoma faces a tougher schedule. And we're like, oh my gosh, like, is Brent Venables going to survive? Tennessee faces an easier schedule. And you're like, could they backdoor into another playoff appearance? Like, fundamentally, I don't think they're very different as teams, but I do think their schedules are going to give them wildly different results.
Do you would you feel better or worse if Joey Aguilar did not start week 1? I was just looking up, like, they said this, like, it's still pretty unclear.
Worse.
I think it's gonna.
So like
You would.
Merklinger's starting.
I don't
Or
know. I don't
McIntyre?
know, but they've said that McIntyre looked the best of any quarterback in the scrimmage this past
Very
weekend.
worse.
That-
That's the case.
Right.
yeah, it's nothing against McIntyre. It's just I feel like if you're having to start the true freshman, that does not bode
Agreed.
well.
Who got hurt, didn't play that much in high school. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Aguilar is good. I think, like, maybe he can be okay in the system, but, like, that to me, that's all the system. I don't think he's a good player.
Was it
And,
true?
like, I know that the chat or the tailgate saying, hey, like, former Tennessee players who went to the scrimmage said he looks great. Is there any world in which they would say he looks bad?
No, not publicly.
No, exactly.
Maybe if you
after
meet him in the
watching.
hallway at a convention center, they might, but not on mic.
Yeah, well, that is true.
And do you know what, Danny? I think Nico might be really good this year.
I
Like,
know.
I
Taking
don't
that
know.
step forward.
Yeah, we'll see. UCLA, of course,
You're
win
pissed,
total.
right? If you're Tennessee, like with this schedule, that
Oh,
your
and thinking
quarterback
if
situation
we
blew
had
up?
Nico, like if
Yeah.
Nico all of a sudden is a top 4 quarterback in the Big Ten at the end of the season, and you're like, oh my gosh, we could,
Like, okay, if Sanders hits and you kept Nico, maybe you go out and you buy Eric Singleton.
Right.
Then we're all like, this team's a playoff team.
right, especially with this schedule.
Yes.
Yeah. Wild stuff. I will be sure, of course, to monitor every little bit.